Hello, here we have the spillover slides that made my original attempt too long. So we're going to finish up with reading and talk about CAPD. We're now going to focus on reading comprehension. We say that reading comprehension is both easy and complex. Clearly, vocabulary understanding is involved in reading comprehension. A breakdown in basic reading skills will obviously impact on your comprehension. If you can't read the words, you can't comprehend the words. If you don't understand what many of the words mean, that's where vocabulary comes in, you're going to encounter comprehension problems. If you read so slowly, putting all of your efforts into decoding, you will likely have difficulties retaining what you're reading and will have difficulties with comprehension. And of course, if you're not engaged, you're just looking at the words, not reading the words, you will have difficulties with comprehension. This list goes on. Look at this passage. This is interesting. Just about everyone finds it quite comprehensible, even though all the words are misspelled. This suggests the brain is truly amazing in sorting things out to make sense of them. Now, look at this paragraph. This is interesting because you can call all the words. After you've read it, can you answer any of these questions? The problem here is that the meaning of the words is non-standard. This, by the way, is a translation from Jean-Paul Sartre's Being and Nothingness. This is an example of a reading comprehension problem related to gaps in vocabulary understanding. This is one of your handouts that emphasizes the importance of reading to young children. The last topic is central auditory processing disorder. CAPD is difficulties with sound processing. These individuals will pass hearing tests, and they usually have at least average vocabulary skills, but they can be overwhelmed by additional environmental sounds. One of the most common CAPD problems is auditory figure ground. These individuals have difficulties focusing on the critical sound element in an array of sounds. When it's the teacher's voice they have to attend to, they will have problems responding appropriately. Other CAPD individuals may have problems with auditory fatigue. They hear and process fine in the morning, but by afternoon, and certainly by evening, they're essentially tired of listening and can no longer process as well as they could in the morning. CAPD individuals often appear to have attention problems, and ADHD is a rule-out diagnosis. They respond well to many of the same classroom interventions that ADHD responds to, such as preferential seating, repetition of instructions, planners, homeschool communication. Because of their frustration problems, some CAPD individuals have acting out problems, and in more extreme cases, they may appear to be emotionally disabled. In one of my cases with an out-of-control first grader who was defiant and aggressive, we used an auditory trainer to augment the teacher's voice. We borrowed one from the hearing impaired coordinator. There was an astonishing immediate improvement with the student's behavior and his attitude. And, as is typical with this device and this problem, after a couple of months, he had retrained and no longer needed it. He went on to do, well, let's say all right in school. Remember our phonemic awareness activity. How many sounds do you hear? In pig, p, I, g, there are 3. In rabbit, a, b, I, t, 5. In rooster, u, s, t, also 5. In sheep, sh, e, p, 3. The last one sometimes trips people up. Listen to the word box as we break it up. B, A, K, S. There are 4 sounds in box. And this is our last slide for Chapter 9.